Hi everyone, welcome to English 1 and English 1 Honors. My name is Miss McCreary or Miss M. I am your student's English 1 teacher. If you ever need to reach me, my email is corinne.mccreary@ocps.net. If you need to reach me directly by phone, my phone number is the same as the school, 407-956-8300, but my extension is 617-2586. If you have not already done so, please join the Remind account. That way you are up to date on everything going on in class. Our Remind code is at C89EC4. So let's go ahead and get started with some important information. If you have not already done so, I highly recommend exploring our Canvas homepage. It contains all the important information and links for the course, such as a copy of the syllabus, weekly assignments, grades, and announcements about the class. That being said, a copy of the syllabus can be accessed from the home page as well as the left side menu in Canvas. Additionally, I did send home a paper copy at the beginning of the school year, but if you do not have that and you would like a paper copy to keep at home for reference, just go ahead and send me an email and I will send your student home with one. Up next is our weekly agenda. So every Sunday or Monday, depending on how the weekend goes, I will post a weekly agenda for students. It outlines everything we're doing in class as well as assignment due dates. And because I know this is a question a lot of students have asked already this year, students can turn in work late. However, they will need to submit a late work form in order to receive credit. And these forms can be found in class. There are pink forms. The students know they're in their student resource bins. And all they have to do is fill it out with the name, date, title of the assignment, and explain why they are turning in the assignment late. So our course description, this can be found in the syllabus as well as linked down below on the next page in this module. But the purpose of English 1 is to prepare students for life after high school, whether they are choosing to go to college or start their career, through the use of various texts of fiction and nonfiction within and outside of the United States, as well as critical thinking and reading and writing skills. So for quarter 1, we went ahead and we focused on citing evidence, determining and elaborating upon central idea and theme, as well as rhetorical devices, and we started our first essay, which was an informational and explanatory writing essay. For quarter 2, we will be working on analyzing perspective and cultural experience, delineating and evaluating arguments, rhetoric and authorial purpose, multiple mediums, and we will start our second writing unit, which will be argumentative writing. So in quarter 3, we're going to go ahead and build upon those skills that we set in quarter 1, except we're going to go ahead and include seminal documents as well as both writing types, so both informative and argumentative essays. So quarter 4 is usually when we have most of our state standardized tests, so we're not covering as many skills as past quarters. However, we will be honing those skills a bit more, and we will focus this with narrative writing and the impact of word choice on meaning and tone with fictional and non-fictional texts. So the materials needed for class. Every day, your students need 3 things. First, their laptop. Second, their charger, because laptops die very quickly. And third is their Bellwork notebooks. Every day we do our Bellwork in these notebooks, so if your student does not have one yet, they should talk to me and I will set them up with some extra materials that I have in class. There are times in class where our assignments will not be digital and they will be completed on paper, which will be provided in class. So no one has to worry about printing those out or anything like that. And the last most important material is a willingness and desire to learn and progress, because 9th grade is not about perfection. It's just about making steady progress and laying a good foundation for the rest of their high school career. So, class expectations. This is outlined in the syllabus, so I'm going to go through it rather quickly. The first is be on time for class, followed by be prepared to work when the bell rings. And, cell phones are not permitted during class time because we want our students to focus, but there will be times where students are allowed to use their phones, such as if we're doing a review Kahoot, in which case it's easier to use your phones for that. Gum is not allowed in class for obvious reasons, followed by the school-wide 10-10 rule that requires students remain in the classroom for the first and last 10 minutes of class. The next few are respect-based, meaning students are expected to respect the teacher, fellow students, and the classroom, as well as the perspectives of other students. We are in high school, and there are times where we may talk about sensitive topics or unfamiliar topics. So the only thing I ask of students is that they ensure that their comments are appropriate and conducive to the learning process, that they keep in mind not everyone has the same social or cultural background, and we're in this class to learn about one another as well as ourselves, and that involves opening up our minds to other people's perspectives. Lastly, if a student is absent, they should talk to me regarding any missing assignments. Even if they think they know what they're doing, it's always good to double check in case there are any changes to the schedule. And as always, if there are any technical issues, a student should submit their tech request to studenttechrequests.ocps.net because it's very important that their laptops are working. So grading policy, late work, and extra credit. We have a standard scale, as you can see on the screen. Late work, as I already said, can be submitted, but they will need to fill out a late work form. Additionally, unless your student was absent or there was a technical issue, late work can only receive half credit after the deadline. Lastly, extra credit. I give plenty of extra credit opportunities in class. We have one that goes year-round, and that is our novel project extra credit, which I will have a copy of posted below in the module as well, if you would like to review that with your student and maybe help them pick out a book. So grading categories in Skyward. We only have 4 grading categories in our class. That is participation, which consists of bell work, notes, and extra credit, followed by classwork, tests, and quizzes. Skyward. I know some of you may be familiar with Skyward from middle school, and some of you may be completely new to Skyward, and that's okay, because I typically grade everything in Canvas first, give everyone the opportunity to submit their work before I sync it to Skyward. So Canvas will always be updated first, and then Skyward. Additionally, I try to get at least 2 assignments inputted into Skyward each week, whether that is participation or classwork. We often don't have tests going in every week or quizzes. That's usually once every 2 to 3 weeks, depending on how long our units are. Homework and substitute work. As you may have noticed on the previous screen, homework was not a grading category, and that is because it's not often assigned. Typically, homework in my class is work that was not finished during the day, and students will need to finish it for homework. Continuing on, if I am out sick and there is a substitute, all work should be completed by the deadline provided. I send out announcements through Canvas, email, and Remind, so students know what needs to be done and they are aware of the deadline. They're also aware that if they have any technical issues while I'm out, they need to let me know ASAP so that I can work with them on when they're able to submit their assignments. As I said previously, 9th grade is not about perfection. We're just laying a good foundation for everyone's high school careers, trying to get them on steady footing and give them that confidence boost, because 9th grade's a transition for everyone, students and parents combined. If you have any questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to contact me. I am always available through email, but if you prefer to talk on the phone, that is completely okay with me. You can just go ahead and send me an email and we can discuss a time that works best, so we're not playing phone tag, because I know not everyone has time in the day to play phone tag. And if you have not already done so, please go ahead and submit the sign-in form by going to tinyurl.com/McCreary-LNHS open house. Go ahead and complete that, send it, and if you have any questions, go ahead and click next at the bottom of this page and join our live session where we can talk one-on-one or as a group, depending on how many people join, about any questions you have about the class. Welcome to our little, well, maybe not so little, Lake Nona High School community.